Money, I'm home. Welcome in. I'm Lynn Jarman Johnson with Consumers Credit Union. From finance to fitness, we have it all here for you on our podcast. And today we are so excited to introduce to you some really up and coming professional talent that we had the opportunity here at Consumers to have as interns all summer long. And we were just talking, all of us, off the recording, that all of a sudden fall's coming in, and I know every one of you are getting ready to go back to school. But we sure do appreciate everything that you've been doing with us, and we want to hear a little bit about your experience. So let's start off. I'm going to start with Aiden. Aiden, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're going to school and what you've been doing as an intern.
Hi, my name is Aiden Callahan. I've been an intern in the Grand Rapids market, both working as a member service representative and also helping out in the investment services industry. And I'll be a sophomore at Michigan State in the fall. So basically, in terms of the member service representatives, I helped out day-to-day tasks, answering questions for members, and helping them with any tasks that they needed to do, and also directing them in terms of the Teller Plus machines, and also building that relationship across 7 different Grand Rapids locations. So I was primarily at the Breton Village office, but I kind of bounced around from office to office. And then I also had the amazing opportunity to work with Jesse and John, the financial advisors. It's been a great experience.
Aiden, that's awesome. We're going to head to Elena. And Elena, you are in ops, right?
Hi, my name's Elena. I'm currently majoring in finance and business analytics at Western. Yep, I started interning at the operations department, which was really, really fun. I actually went in like not really knowing or expecting anything, because this internship at Consumers was my first real internship, like in an actual office-like environment. And so everything was like super new, and it was like a whole learning progress. And it was really great. I worked really closely with Kyle, who was like my direct manager, and Katie Warren and Lindsay Land as well, which were like great people. We worked through like some projects together. I felt like I got to know Diana and Jeff. We all worked at the Groves together with another intern, Sam. So it was really good. One of the bigger projects I did was just like helping the operations department with building a forecast model to help them with like just viewing ATM transactions more effectively. And a little bit about myself. Fun fact, I am an international student, actually. I'm from Malaysia. I came to study in the United States about 3 years ago. So the internship at Consumers was like a really great like opportunity and a great experience.
That is awesome, Elena. Jeff and Diana. Jeff, I'm going to start with you. You guys are both in data, which has become something on the marketing realm, just an absolute no-brainer that we need such smart data. Jeff, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm going to be a senior at Cornerstone University, which is up in Grand Rapids. My major is data science. Most of the summer we're working with India Hoskins and Tyler Grover in data analytics, which is within consumer lending. The first month was just a lot of learning, right? There's so much to learn just before you can really do anything. So there was so much to learn, and then after that, we kind of got into our main project, which was working with the repayments and debt collections, how that is set up. And we ended up making a better, more efficient way for those accounts to be sorted in the queue.
Which really helps in member service.
Yeah.
The thing that I find so interesting, Aiden, you're up in front with the retail team. The back end of what we call operations data, IT, some of the hands-on HR. I know Sam was an intern with us for HR. Very back end, but yet so member service driven. So it's very interesting. Have you found that, Jeff?
Yeah, because what we're doing is really just making it easier for people up front in the front end to do their job better, right? So we prioritize people that should be called instead of other people. So that it's just saving everyone time and money.
That is awesome. Diana, you're also in the data department. Tell us a little bit about what you're working on and about yourself.
Yeah, of course. So my name is Diana Jimenez. I am a senior at Kalamazoo College studying computer science. Working with the data analytics team was a lot of fun. They came a lot of challenges with the projects that we worked on. There was like a big learning curve because the data analysis department uses like some pretty complicated software that I'd never been familiar with before. So kind of learning how to use Ultrex, learning how to create visualization for reports using Power BI was definitely a lot of fun, but challenging to learn. But overall, it was super rewarding. And I think we came up with a really great end product with that repayments project. It took about almost like half our internship to complete. But I think we did a really great job with that. But aside from our big project, Jeff and I have been working on side projects as well, working on creating some reports, some workflows to get a better look at what our members look like.
Well, you know what is fascinating to me is to hear you all talk about your experience, because I just returned from an executive board retreat, and there was a presentation during the retreat about your work, all of you, and we learn as much from you because of the insight and the knowledge that you bring to the table while you're learning. Tell us a little bit about, Aiden, I'm going to go back to you. You're going to go jump back into Michigan State. How did you find out about the internship, and do you recommend internships to others?
Yeah, I would highly recommend internships to others for a couple of reasons. One, because it gives you that real life experience onto how, a company or how business actually works. And then I think that can transition very, very effectively back into the classroom, and you can kind of see how that conceptual knowledge relates to real world atmosphere. And then in terms of how I found out about the internship, so I was working pretty hard to try to figure out a way for myself to get an internship this summer. So I was reaching out, kind of cold emailing people. And then I also reached out to some of my connections with my parents, and my mom actually is a manager at Consumers in Grand Rapids. So I was fortunate enough to have an opportunity there.
That is awesome. Tell me, Diana, how did you find out about this? Every one of you go to different schools and colleges, universities. It's awesome.
So I found out through Handshake, which is Kalamazoo's like job posting site. So I applied through the Monroe Brown Foundation scholarship,
Yes, that's a
and
great foundation.
yeah, it was amazing.
Elena, tell us a little bit about how'd you find out about us and what's your plans?
I actually applied to the internship here at the year of 2020, but then it got canceled because of like the whole COVID situation, right?
Ugh.
And then I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe this summer I just want to like relax. I don't want to do an internship. But Kyle Wine is actually a really close friend, like out of work. I babysit his children. So he works there, and he was just like, there's this one day we had Thanksgiving dinner together, and he was telling me how great working at Consumers is. And like he moved down here from Southern Illinois, and like Consumers like the best place to be working at. And I was like, okay, I guess he's persuaded me enough. I'll just apply again. I also know that like Consumers do come to Western, and like during like career days, just like giving students like job opportunities, or just letting students know more about like the company itself. But how I heard of it was just like through a close friend.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Jeff, what about you?
Yeah, so the way I found the job was I just found it online, like the job posting. But I also have some family friends who work at Consumers, and I was able to like network that just to like learn more about the opportunity.
All right, so here's the deal, you guys. This is what I find so exciting. You truly are the future of what is coming into the workplace. There's been such a dramatic shift in how people are thinking about work since the pandemic happened. Tell me from your own personal standpoint, as you're looking to graduate and the future, what's your thoughts about workplace environment, and how strong is culture to you when you're going to choose the next phase? Let's start with you, Diana.
I think one of my biggest takeaways from working at Consumers was actually how important culture is. You want to work around people that you like. Sometimes I think we take jobs that like they fit us in like the role, the position because you can do the job, but we don't realize that maybe the environment isn't for you. I think Consumers has like taught me to really prioritize that as well, that we want to be in an environment that we enjoy. And I really enjoyed working here at Consumers. I thought it was great people. Everybody's always willing to sit down and talk with you. In fact, I got to shadow a couple people outside of my department, which was great. I got to learn more about the company as a whole this way.
Aiden, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think having a job where you're excited to wake up and go to work every day is kind of the utmost importance. And I think that's what consumers was for me, working here for close to 4 months now, waking up and being passionate about what you do and also helping people while doing it has just been a tremendous experience. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity that I've had this summer to work not only with my core team at Breton Village, but being able to see different work environments, but how they all come together to do the job. They might not all do it the same way, but how you can do stuff differently and still get to the end result. So I thought that was super cool to see.
That is awesome. Jeff, what about you?
So before I started working here, I guess, I feel like I wouldn't have listed having a good like environment to work in, like as my top priority. But I quickly realized that it is important, right? And I guess I hadn't thought about that before. But even in like the training, I remember like the first day, they were telling us about how consumers has like the one of the best places to work environments. I guess I didn't understand that, or like being able to see that like over the past couple of months has really like made me believe that it is an important thing you need to have in your work. And like I would say that like just like reflecting, being able to like talk to people and like people's willingness to help you like learn and understand what you need to do your job, that was really valuable to me. And that was like I feel like that's not at every job I've ever had before. People's just like willingness to help you understand things.
It is it's so important. You know, my first internship was at Wood TV. I literally had to count raisins from Raisin Bran. That was one of my jobs, and because there was a reporter that was the consumer reporter, and we had to prove there was as many raisins as Raisin Bran said. And I thought to myself, now what am I learning here? You know, but it was fun. I'll tell you that.
How many raisins are in some Raisin Bran
Let me
cereal?
tell you that the percentage was right. They were
Okay.
absolutely honest, transparent advertising there. So that's what I learned. Elena, I love the fact that you told me the story about how you found us. And did it prove true? It was culture all of a sudden an eye opener for you as well. It sounds like it was for everyone else.
Yeah, I think like one thing that actually also really stood out to me just working at consumers, like aside from work environment, is like really like very intentional relationships. Diana said people are willing to sit down and talk with you, and even just saying like hello and like asking how you are like when you're passing by. Yeah, so that's like really great. I think like it grows like a level of comfort that just makes you feel like you want to be at the office.
Well, I'll tell you what, we want you at the office.
Yeah.
I want everybody when you're getting ready to graduate, don't you forget to come back and put your name in, because we sure do want to connect with you. First off, let me just say to Aiden and Jeff and Elena and Diana and to Sam, thank you so much for all of your hard work that you've done with us this summer. But I said it before and I'll say it again. We learn as much from you with the knowledge of what you bring to the table to tell us maybe we could learn how to do something a little differently, but listening too. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, everybody who is listening, thank you so much. I'll tell you what, if you have anyone that you are interested in, send them our way as far as an internship, but also a podcast topic. We'd love that too. I'm Lynn Jarman Johnson. Money, I'm home with Consumers Credit Union.